Nuclear family, a term that many of you have probably heard before. Growing up, I always had what I needed and wanted, plus some. Blessed, you could say. I have two loving parents, a little brother, and a whole slew of extended family who love me unconditionally. My parents have always supported me in every aspect of my life. I know that many students have been dealt a bad hand, and I never take my blessings for granted. However, you can have the most wonderful family, never have to worry about your needs or wants, and still suffer on the inside. I was around 12 when I began to struggle with my mental health. I was facing severe anxiety and depression, which my then immature brain couldn't comprehend. I just couldn't understand why this was happening to me. I basically felt like a hole of a person, no sense of self or purpose, and completely going through the motions day by day. The best I can describe it would be like feeling that something is gnawing at you from the inside out. Not necessarily painful, but ultimately numb. It was like I was trapped in my own body, an empty shell. Of course, I felt embarrassed to talk to anyone about it, in fear of not being understood or seen as broken. Who would believe me anyways, I often thought. To make matters worse, I ended up in a toxic relationship with someone who was suffering just the same as me. Long story short, it ended badly and only sent me deeper into the downward spiral that I was already on. And about my future dreams? Non-existent, as it seemed to me at the time that there was no point anymore to dream. From inside my hole, there was no sightings of any possible life. At this point, I was in the 8th grade, and it was time to choose our elective classes for the year. Honestly, which elective class I chose was the least of my concerns. That's when my guidance counselor recommended me this program called JAG. I had no clue what it was, but I signed up for it anyways because it was just one less decision that I had to make for myself. And then all of a sudden, this new program called JAG is what would ultimately help change my outlook on my life. From day one of being in the program, I immediately fell in love. JAG's culture of helping and guiding others gave me hope, which was shown through my specialist kindness then and now. JAG opened a door of seemingly endless opportunities and resources for building a life that I wanted for myself. We did service projects, which built my character and allowed me to help others in my community. We toured many colleges and universities across the state, which made me begin thinking about where I would like to go, something I had never even thought about before. Building resumes and mock interviews were also frequent skills we built on. These activities began to help me build my confidence back up, allowing me to do things I would never even have dreamed of before, such as meeting with government officials at the Capitol, public speaking in front of others, and competing in multiple JAG competitions. JAG has also given me the desire to help others, inspiring me to one day join the medical field. My specialist even went through the process of entering me into a program called AHEC, an organization that focuses on healthcare and medical education for Southeastern Kentucky, my home. She got in contact with people from the program and wrote a referral to help get me into their medical summer enrichment camp at the Hazard, Kentucky ARH Hospital. I was given the opportunity to learn from different medical professionals about what having a career in this field would be like. The hands-on activities gave me experience that will be beneficial to me in the future. This week only grew my desire to help others like myself and to join the medical field. And without my JAG program and specialist help and kindness, I would probably still be undecided on what my ultimate purpose in my life is. As you can see now, I'm in a much better place. Through the proper help, counseling, and JAG, I'm relearning what it means to dream. I have a newfound beauty in my self-identity and self-worth. I hold big dreams for my future so that I can create a happy and fulfilling life. I have some ways to go to reach that goal, but through my family, my faith, and my JAG program, have helped me see my purpose and the light at the end of my tunnel.
Thank you.